Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's Inside the Locker Room podcast. Today's episode is brought to you by the Washington Commanders.
Yeah.
So you do that intro, and I'm still on.
Yep.
And of course,
Giants are worse. Giants are worse. It's okay.
Hey, we didn't lose to the Bears. We have your three favorite hosts: Old Dog Owens, Dope Ass Jeff, and Big Time Tony.
Hey, any given Sunday, have watched the movie?
I'm just wondering how you guys lose to the one team that manages to make Justin Fields look like the actual fucking quarterback.
Any given Sunday. That's how it goes.
Thursday.
Well, it's still football. I mean, it's still NFL.
Any given game, I know. I get it. I know.
It's any given game.
It just hurts that I picked up the Commanders in like 5 different fucking leagues and they gave me -5 points.
Once we play the Giants, it's going to be a blowout. We're going to blow the Giants out. It's all good, Tony.
Yeah, okay.
Giants are worse. Tell them. They're worse.
What's up, Brian?
What's going on? Brian, your Niners better shut up the Cowboys then. I'm telling you. It's over. Let's go. I'm tired of hearing them. Shut them up. All right, we're ready for the first topic?
Sure, why not?
All right, NFL trades.
Yes. 2 of them.
There was 2 big trades this week. One of them was Randy Gregory being traded from the Broncos to the 49ers. What the fuck? Can that defense get any better?
Apparently they can. We didn't even know that they could.
What the hell? And I believe the last one was Cam Akers to the Vikings, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
This week was Chase Claypool to the Dolphins. That's what this week was.
Oh yeah.
I think Akers went to the Vikings a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, like last week or so.
Yeah.
I forgot about Claypool.
That's what I like to hear, Brian. Shut the Cowboys fans up.
Yeah. This Claypool trade, do you want to hear? He played 10 games for the Bears. He had 18 total receptions, 191 yards, and a touchdown, and he was benched twice. And he didn't win a single game in those 10 games. And then they trade him, and then they win. So I think maybe he's the issue. But yeah, I just found that funny. I just want to have that down. Is that he played 10 games and only had 18 receptions in those 10 games.
It's a possibility.
Possibility.
Well, I mean, you see, he leaves the Steelers and we do somewhat well last year. I'm not going to say that we did good last year when we got rid of him. But then he goes to the Bears and they lose 10 straight. Or, well, I mean, it was like 14 straight. But then he didn't win
14,
a game.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I mean, look at the quarterback he had. I mean, I know he did good against the Commanders, but look at the quarterback he has overall.
yeah.
I mean, just look at the quarterback he has.
The entire offense is like I can't just look at Fields. The entire way that they coach that offense is horrible.
Well, look at David Montgomery. He freaking was on the Bears. He played decent, but now look at him on Detroit. I mean, the guy is going off.
Mm-hmm.
He's got 100+ yards in I think 3 straight games now, 4 maybe, and he's dominating.
Yeah. Not very crazy trades. Dolphins, I don't even think that it'll help them that much. I mean, they
don't even need them.
Yeah, like they don't need them. They just did it.
They don't need them
to do it. Just in case someone gets hurt, I think is probably why they did it. But the Randy Gregory one, I'm very interested in to see how he's going to fit in with that Niners defense in the scheme that they have going there. I think it'll just make that defense even better, which I didn't think was even possible at this point.
Well, wait a second, because if the Cowboys beat the Niners tonight, you know all the Cowboys are going to, we're going to hear "we damn boys," and the Niners defense is shitty. That's what we're going to hear.
It's not going to happen because Dak, he can't seem to beat the Niners, and it's on prime time. Everyone's watching. He's going to choke, and it's going to be so great to watch.
And here's the thing. I mean, the Niners have played some pretty good teams this year and have shown no mercy to anybody. The Cowboys have played the Cardinals and lost. Something that the Giants and Commanders, surprisingly, didn't do. I mean, the Cowboys lost to the Cardinals. I mean, are Cowboys looking past us or ignoring it? I mean, I don't think they stand a fucking chance against the Niners. I don't think they stand a chance.
I don't either.
I'm saying they don't stand a chance. I know the Cowboys will lose. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. People are making this game out to be very close. I'm like, how? Like, there's no way that is close. Unless that Cowboys defense is for real. That's the only way that it's even close.
And here's the thing. The Cowboys are 3-1, but they are not playing like a 3-1 team. They're not. They're probably the worst 3-1 team in the league.
Well, I won't say I won't go that far.
All right, well, then who's the number one 3-1 team? Who's the worst 3-1 team in the league then? I'm curious.
Who's left at 3-1?
That's a good question. Lions are 4-1, but the Lions are looking like a 4-1 team. I honestly don't know. That's a good question, Jeff. Look up the standings real quick.
The Bills went down to 3-2 today.
All right.
So they were 3-1. Okay.
Can't be the Bills because they just blew out 3 opponents in a row. So I wouldn't say the Bills.
The Chiefs are obviously not the worst 3-1 team.
No. They're probably going to win today, so they'll be 4-1.
The Ravens were 3-1.
Okay. They're on that list. Absolutely. I could say the Ravens.
I would say the Ravens are, at least with the Cowboys, you know their defense is going to show up.
Yeah.
You know their offense is going to show up. The question is, which version of Dak Prescott is going to show up?
Exactly. And honestly, frankly, which version of Tony Pollard is showing up? Because the Tony Pollard we saw last year is definitely not the Tony Pollard we're seeing this year.
Right? Tony Pollard also made a good point. He was also being split in time with Ezekiel Elliott.
True.
He wasn't the primary running back. He was expecting Zeke to be re-signed, and instead of they let him go. So, yeah, he's used to having that split back with him.
Yeah.
But the Ravens are the most...
They're the most inconsistent football team in the league.
Like I said,
we'll talk about that later. We'll definitely talk about that later.
Yeah, I think we got a little sidetracked here.
That's all right, but the other 3-1 teams are the Seahawks, which they're pretty good, the Cowboys, and the Buccaneers. So I think, Ravens.
Yeah.
Justin injured his hamstring, so that's why Justin went out of the game earlier.
Okay. All right, so the next topic we have is injury updates. We got a little off topic there, but the next topic we have is injury updates.
All right. I just have on for everyone: Chargers, Browns, Bucks, and Seahawks are all on a bye, so none of those players will be on. Even though the Chargers had a list full of injuries going into the bye week, hopefully they'll be off of it coming out of it. A few injuries for the Bears on Thursday Night Football. Both the running backs, Khalil Herbert, he left the game with a high ankle sprain, and he could miss multiple weeks. And their running back, Roschon Johnson, with a concussion, he left the game for Washington, did not return. So those are 2 big key injuries for their running back group that could lead to some serious time out. So it's that next man up for both the Bears in the running game. Sad news in Buffalo, Matt Milano, he fractured his leg, and they're looking at the end at the ACL. He's likely out for the season. He was carted off the field with a cast on his leg. there in London. So a week after they lost Tre'Davious White to an Achilles injury, they now lose their star linebacker Matt Milano to an injury as well. So that defense is getting somewhat torn apart. Von Miller did return for them against the Jags, but he was on the sideline for a lot of when I was watching. So I don't know if he got re-injured or if it was just a snap count thing, but he was in a hat.
So I actually have news on that. I also got news on that because they were saying while the game was on, he was put back in some sort of boot. So I think they're taking precaution with his injury still because he was put back in a boot. From what I was told, from what I saw, I was in the second half. He was put back in a boot.
Unfortunately, again, that Buffalo defense is now getting torn apart right now as far as injuries go. Their tackle a defensive lineman go down, and he left the game too. They expect him to return next week. Cincinnati wide receiver T. Higgins, he did not play today versus the Cardinals with a rib injury. Detroit had two key injuries on offense. Jahmyr Gibbs with a hamstring, he was out versus Carolina. Didn't matter. They destroyed them anyway. And Amon-Ra St. Brown with an abdomen, he was out versus Carolina also. New Orleans quarterback Derek Carr, shoulder AC joint. He was questionable going into the game against New England, and he did play, and he looked a lot better than last week, I will say that.
He fuck out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mac Jones was benched for the second straight week.
Yeah, we'll get into Mac Jones because I have some words about Mac Jones. New York. Saquon did not play again against Miami, and Daniel Jones left the game against Miami and did not return. Tony, anything? Are you fine with Saquon missing another game? Do you think they're taking it too cautious with him, or just whatever?
I mean, seriously, it really doesn't fucking matter right now.
I knew that was coming.
Because throughout the week, he was questionable, and they thought that he was going to play. There was talks that he was doing a lot better, he was feeling better, and then it comes out that he's just not going to play at all.
Saquon Barkley, that's how he did that a couple of years ago. Where he'll be like, okay, he'll be light practice. Oh, yeah, no, I don't feel like playing.
Well, I mean, the Giants are 1-4. I don't think he even fucking wants to play at this point. I feel like some running backs are just like that.
He's got to play. He doesn't have to play.
He doesn't have to. That's what I'm saying. He doesn't have to play. So, I mean, I feel like a lot of running backs like this. Jonathan Taylor's another one. They're divas. I'm not saying Saquon's a diva, but he's got a diva mentality as to where if the team sucks, why play? I mean, I guess it just seems like some running backs are like that, I've noticed.
Yeah, but he got to remember, part of his incentives or his contract is required on him playing, getting a certain amount of yards and stuff like that. Otherwise, he don't get those bonuses. So basically, he's losing money.
He might not even care at this point, to be honest. I mean, honestly, I have no idea. He might not even care. It's unfortunate because people who draft him in fantasy lose out. They always take a chance on the guy. Like me, for fucking instance, I took a chance on him this year in a league, and he's on my IR.
I mean, we can't say he doesn't care about money because that was the whole big issue of during the offseason.
Yeah, I did see something that he had that high ankle sprain a few years ago, and he's trying to treat it differently because he somewhat rushed it back the last time, and now he knows how he's feeling, like what's going on, so he's not trying to rush it back too quick. So he doesn't want to hurt it even more and then be out for even longer. So he's just taking a precaution. But it's like, yeah, I'm good. Saturday night, I'm just not good.
Yeah, just
like, I don't get it. I don't know.
That's where that's the thing. That's where the diva mentality comes in.
Do we know what Daniel Jones left the game with, Tony? I did not get to see that.
No, I do not.
All right, that is fine. We hope that Daniel Jones is back and better than ever, playing at his high caliber ways next week. Green Bay running back Aaron Jones is questionable with a hamstring injury versus Las Vegas for Monday Night Football. Jimmy G with a concussion will play versus Green Bay on Monday. And Las Vegas wide receiver Devontae Adams with a shoulder injury is questionable versus Green Bay.
Okay, I'm waiting for it to pull up. Supposedly it was a neck injury. So, New York Giants quarterback Daniel Jones left Sunday's 31-16 loss to the Miami Dolphins in the fourth quarter with a neck injury. Jones was hurt when he was sacked from behind by Andrew Van Ginkel. He walked off the field with the trainers and was examined in the medical tent before walking to the locker room. He was ruled out within minutes. It was replaced by Tyrod Taylor. So they're going to have an X-ray on him. An MRI. We're going to have an MRI Monday. They did the X-rays at the stadium.
Okay, thank you, Tony. We do definitely hope that it's nothing too serious. And because neck injuries are very scary, very serious topic to deal with. Yes, I did see that Josh Jefferson is questionable for Vikings with a hamstring injury against City. Pittsburgh tight end Pat Freiermuth will be out for a few weeks with a hamstring injury, so he did not play for Baltimore. Kenny Pickett did play versus Baltimore today with his knee injury. Shaquille Leonard with a groin injury was out versus Tennessee. And I'm sick and tired of writing this guy's name down on this list. Indianapolis Colts QB Anthony Richardson, shoulder injury, left the game versus Tennessee, did not return. Gardner Minshew came in to replace him. He needs, like we say every week, he needs to learn how to slide. He was doing it at one point in the game. This play, he did not slide, and then he got landed on, and it's got injured. So, again, I'm sick and tired of writing his name down on the list, but hoping he is back for next week. Three more.
I don't even know what to say about that. That's just... He's trying to take Anthony Davis.
Yeah, like if I were to go on every single list, I think I didn't write them down once or twice. Maybe once, and that was week one.
I think it was week one we didn't write them down.
All right, three more. Denver running back Javonte Williams with a quad injury is out versus the Jets. Arizona running back James Conner with a knee injury left game versus Cincinnati. And Kansas City tight end Travis Kelce with a high ankle sprain versus Minnesota did return to the game. That's all the injuries. That's it.
Yeah, Javonte Williams he's getting just annoying to write that too. I mean, this guy he's constantly hurt. He missed almost his whole first rookie year. Then last year he missed most of the year. Now this year he could be out for an extended period of time. It's just getting ridiculous at this point. The Broncos can't rely on they can't rely on him at all. He's always hurt. It's unfortunate because when he's healthy, he's actually pretty good.
Yeah, doing most of the workload now is going to be Samaje Perine. So. And
that McLaughlin guy, whatever his name is.
Yeah, so those are the two that'll be doing the bulk of the work.
Yep.
That's all the injuries.
All right. Topic number 3. There's a diva if I ever saw one. Jonathan Taylor's extension.
Yeah. It's a 3-year, $42 million deal, $26.5 million guaranteed. I wasn't expecting the deal to get done, honestly. I mean, I expected him to just keep sitting out until he got his trade that he wanted, and I guess there was no trade found, and they finally got a deal done. Yes, he's a great running back. He's signed for another 3 years now. I mean, I guess, yes, he does definitely deserve it. But I was sick and tired of this process and, like Owen says, the diva mentality of I want to get paid, so I'm just not going to play until I get paid. So yeah, I'm glad that the drama is over now and that he can go out and play football again.
Let's hope he actually plays pretty good because, I mean, I know he was dealing with some injuries, but he wasn't playing very well, and I think he hasn't really had an efficient, good season until his last good efficient season was 2 years ago, and I mean he was considered one of the best in the league, and since then he hasn't been.
Yeah, I don't know how they're going to work out with Taylor and Moss in the backfield because I don't think you could take the ball out of Moss's hands with how he's playing right now. I don't like him. You just can't do it. Like, he's playing unreal. Like, if you take it out of his hands, it's like, why?
Yeah, I wouldn't take it out of his hands. Yeah, that'd be stupid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's not much on the extension. Just finally the drama and crap is over with the Colts.
All right, so the next topic is honestly Tony's topic. It involves the Giants. I don't really have any say. I don't know what happened, so I guess you guys want to fill me in. You both know more than I do. Evan Neals lashes out at Giants fans.
When I saw that article, the first thing that went through my mind was, fuck. And then it was resounded with the rest of the Giants players and front office and saying the same thing. The one thing as a player you do not do, never attack the fans. It's the fans' right to boo, especially if you're not winning or if you're putting out a shitty product on the field. The fans have the right to boo. Now, he did admit that he said it out of frustration, which is understandable. He also apologized to the team, the organization, and everybody else. But the first thing they told him was like, on his services, you do not ever attack the fans. Just, if they're going to boo, they're going to boo you. I mean,
and unfortunately, sorry, Tony, I did interrupt you. What else were you going to say? I'm sorry.
I mean, you're 1-4. I mean, you're not giving them anything to cheer about. Technically, they should be 0-5. Because if the Cardinals' defense hadn't fallen asleep in the second half, they would be 0-5. So, yeah, I mean, that's not something you just do not do. You just shrug it off. Because, like I said, first of all, they're paying all this money to come to these games. Tickets are not cheap. So, I mean, and if you put out a product that's you're not winning, I mean, what do you expect them to do? Jump up and down, do cheers and shit like that? No, they're going to boo you. Plain and simple. That's on every stadium, except for the Cowboys stadium. They cry.
And unfortunately, sorry.
But
unfortunately, with stuff like that, when it comes to the fans and like what happened with lashing out at the fans, that apology will only go so far. That's the unfortunate part. The unfortunate part is an apology will only take you so far. So that's what I have to say. I really don't know. Like I said, I don't know anything on the matter. Really, I didn't honestly hear about it until it was brought up in our run sheet. But all I can say is an apology will only take you so far, and it's not going to look good for your image.
I have the quote here. I have the quote here for you, Owen. Do you want to hear the quote that he said?
I'm all ears. Go ahead.
It's fucked up. They were booing us, so I said, boo louder. Why would a lion concern himself with the opinion of a sheep? the person that's commenting on my performance, what does he do? Flip hot dogs and hamburgers somewhere?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. That's bad.
No, you cannot belittle he's an offensive tackle. He's in his second year in the league. An offensive lineman, part of that front that got Daniel Jones sacked 11 times on primetime Monday Night Football against the Seattle Seahawks, where the team only put up 3 fucking points. And you want to hold yourself higher than those fans. How dare you? Just because you're in the NFL, you're an offensive tackle for the New York Football Giants, and you're getting paid millions, does not mean that you are better than someone in the fans. Stands. To call himself a lion lion of what? He was lying on his back because he was getting bowled over by the fucking defensive lineman and helping Daniel Jones up off of his back. It's inappropriate. It's, to me, over the line. And New York fans are going to tell you how it is. That's straight up.
New York fans are ruthless. They're ruthless. They're brutal.
If you're doing bad, they'll fucking tell you. They don't care. Oh, and you're a Knicks fan.
Yo, I know.
Tony, you're a Knicks fan. If your team is doing bad, those fans at Madison Square Garden, do they let those Knicks know?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I've seen it on TV. Yeah, I've seen it. It's brutal.
If the Yankees are doing bad, those fans let them know.
Yep.
You are in New York. You have to know that if you do bad out on the field, you will get booed. It's part of being a professional athlete. If you don't like it, then don't be a professional athlete then. If you do good,
that's basically going to be anywhere you go anyway.
Exactly.
No matter what team you play for. Some teams will be more demonstrative about it than others. But, I mean, you're a Steelers fan. You know when those Steelers are playing horrible.
Oh, yeah. There was boos today. Most of the game because of the offensive coordinator playing calling. There was boos most of the game. And Steelers fans don't boo too often unless we feel like we're watching a horrible product. And what we've been watching over the past couple of years, honestly, has been a horrible product. But, again, you're in New York. You're going to get booed if you do bad, especially with the high expectations that the Giants had coming into the season. Fans are going to cheer if you do good. Fans are going to boo if you do bad. It's simple. If you don't like it, again, just don't be a professional athlete. Go and flip hot dogs and hamburgers somewhere and see how far that gets you. But those people flipping those hot dogs and hamburgers are putting that money into your pocketbook, into your check. They're paying tickets to see you on the field.
Stink up the joint.
To stink up the joint, exactly.
That's basically what they're doing.
So it's just, yes, he did apologize on Twitter to his head coach, to the entire team in the team meeting. He's hoping to get the fans back slowly but surely. But again, you're in New York. It's not going to be easy to get them back.
The only thing that I can say that he has going for him is the fact that he's only his second year. They know he's young. So, I mean, now if it was a veteran that had said that, yeah, I think it would have been a lot worse. Because the veterans know better.
Yeah.
So don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that what he said was, okay or anything. I'm not saying that he had the right. I mean, does he have the right? Yeah, freedom of speech. Was it the smart thing to do? No. It actually was the fucking dumbest thing to do.
All right, Owen, since you heard the quote now, do you have anything else on that?
Not really. I mean, I agree with what you guys are saying is what I would have said. I mean, there's nothing really to say there's nothing really for me to say that you haven't already said or that you haven't said already. It's just unacceptable.
Like I said, he's young. It's something he's going to learn. It's a lesson he's going to learn. You just keep your mouth shut. If you want to stop booing, play better on the field. Plain and simple.
All right, so the next topic we have is weekly pick'em update. This is before the Week 5 recap, so we're just going over, what picks we got right in our pigskin pick'em, and then we will move on to the NFL Week 5 recap.
Rough week for us, I'll be honest.
It was a rough week.
But some games have put final, so that helps us out a little bit. I am leading you guys, actually, this week. I have 70 points. You guys both have 60. So, but rough first two games. Bears in Washington, which we'll talk about soon. Sorry, Owen, but we did all pick Washington, and
yeah, we did.
Um,
I'm gonna leave now. I'll see you guys later.
Okay. Jacksonville and the Bills. I have something to say about this game.
Yeah, so do I.
We all picked the Bills, and that was all wrong. So we went 0-2 to start. That's always good. Always a good sign. Should have been two surefire W's, and we took an L. No, if we got one, I would have lost it.
I had a feeling Jacksonville was going to play better. But the simple fact is, they didn't come back to the States. They stayed over in Europe. It was part of Roger Goodell's experiment. This fucking idiot.
That's how you really feel.
So, okay, let me try to...
Uh-oh. He's sitting up.
Should we discuss this game, though, when we go to the recap?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
Because this is just pigskin pick'em, yeah.
All right. Panthers, Lions.
I picked the Lions. I got that right.
Yep. We all picked the Lions. If we didn't get that one right and we started 0-3, then that would have been not a good thing. This game came down to the wire, which we'll talk about soon. Texans, Falcons. We did all get that one wrong. We all got that one wrong, unfortunately. So, I'll pick Texans. Titans, Colts.
Yeah, I got that one wrong.
Yeah, you did.
I got that right.
I picked the Colts, so me and Owen got that one right. Tony got that one wrong. I could not trust Ryan Tannehill ever. So,
no, you just can't.
Giants and Dolphins. That was a no-brainer. Sorry,
yeah,
Tony.
That was easy. I got you. Sorry, Tony, but I got that right too.
I picked the Dolphins too.
This I remember looking at last week. We were like, "Wow, this is a close one." We were wrong. Saints and Patriots.
Yeah, I got that right.
Yeah, we did. We all did. But no, we were like, we don't know because Saints are off and on with Derek Carr and his AC joint in his shoulder. We didn't know how he was going to look. But my God, was that a slaughter, which we'll talk about too.
They could have put Jameis Winston out there.
Yeah.
And the results would have been the same. Oh my God.
We all got this one wrong. Pittsburgh Steelers.
I think Matt Jones is worse than Daniel Jones.
Again, I have some certain words to say about Mac Jones coming up in that game. It means nothing to me about the Patriots, but I gotta just get something off my chest about Mac Jones. Holy God. But the Ravens and the Steelers, Tony, you were going to change last minute, and you did not. You should have stuck with your gut and changed it. But the Pittsburgh Steelers beat the Ravens, so we all got that one wrong.
And I know I was sitting there, I was like, I just have that feeling.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, no, I guess I'll leave it. Fuck, I should have changed it.
Even though Cooper Kupp came back in the lineup today. The Eagles still beat the Rams, so me and Tony did get that one right.
Oh, you took the Eagles? I mean, Rams?
Yeah. That was his bold prediction that the Eagles were not going to stay undefeated.
Yeah, I did pick the Rams.
What the fuck was you thinking?
That was his bold prediction. He has one every week.
I told you I get a bold prediction every week. A lot of sports programs do that.
This was mine and Tony's bold prediction that the Arizona Cardinals were going to beat the Cincinnati Bengals. Oh, wait, no, sorry. Me and Owen's bold prediction that the Cardinals were going to beat the Bengals.
Yep.
We were wrong, unfortunately.
Yes, we were.
The Bengals found out what football is again. It only took them about 5 weeks to figure it out, but they did it. The Jets and the Broncos.
What the fuck?
Yeah, baby.
I got that right.
I did too. The Broncos take the L. Tony takes the L on that one. And the Chiefs and the Vikings.
Chiefs, I got that right.
Yep, we all had that one right. And Niners, Cowboys, we all have the Niners, right?
Yep, yeah, I got the Niners.
And the Packers and Raiders.
I got the Pack.
I got the Pack. All right, that's week 5. How we've done. 2 more games. Let's go Niners and Packers.
All right, next topic. The long one. We do this every week. This time was week 5 recap. All right, Jeff, take it away.
Well, it'll be you taking it away because
fuck you.
The first game of the week will be the Bears and the Commanders that happened on Thursday Night Football. So, Owen, you guys lose by 20 to the winless Chicago Bears. Now gave them their first win in 14 games. They almost went a whole calendar year without getting a win. But you guys felt bad for them and said, here you go, here's a win on Thursday Night Football. It was very nice of you guys to do that. But, yeah, Bears.
Yeah, you know, we figured it was nice. We figured we'd do a good deed.
Yeah.
First of all,
What's your reaction? All right, Owen, take it away.
So I didn't watch the game. I was at work. I managed to catch the last quarter and a half. And I was at work, and I had a bet going. I was like, you know what? Commanders taking this. They got a plus 300 money line. Fuck it. I'll go with the Commanders, whatever. But, I mean, from what I was getting, the alerts I was getting was absolutely ridiculous. I mean, Bears score within 2 minutes of the game. I'm like, already? What the fuck? And it didn't get any better there. I mean, we're down 27-3 at the half. I'm like, all right, well, this game's over. I get home, it's 27-11. They get my hopes up a little bit, and then the Bears score another 15 points like the last 3 minutes to secure the win. Our defense was atrocious. Our secondary is our secondary is awful. I'm move on.
DJ Moore had a fucking.
I don't want to talk about it. I said move on. Damn it.
8 receptions, 230 yards, 3 touchdowns. I went up against 2 people who had DJ Moore in fantasy. Pissed me off. Like, that's not a good way to start the week.
You benched him in the sleeper league.
Yeah, I did.
I started him. Thank God.
But
almost 300 points.
Yeah, in the one league that I had to do a forfeit in, I was going against a guy who had him. And that's like 30, 40 points there. And then he had freaking ETN in the London game. And that's another like 30 points. So I was already down 60-0.
Moore was, he would have gotten you 49.
Oh.
It's absolutely ridiculous. The coverage on DJ Moore was nowhere to be fucking found.
No. Sam Howell, I'm sorry, but you guys cannot win games if you guys are going to have Sam Howell throw the ball 51 times.
He's not bad, though. He's actually playing pretty damn good.
No, but then when he's also your leading rusher, apparently, with 4 carries and 19 yards, that is not good. Against the Bears defense, that has been abysmal throughout the...
Unfortunately, Brian Robinson and Antonio Gibson are ass.
I thought you liked Brian Robinson. I thought you liked him.
No, he sucks. I hate him.
What made this so bad is I didn't even bother watching the game. I'm thinking, Bears Commanders. It's gonna be an easy win for the Commanders. I mean, it's not even going to be worth watching. Like halfway through the night, I hear my phone constantly blowing up. ESPN updates. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, I don't have any Commanders on my team for fantasy. I'm like, this can't be the Bears. Look at it, Bears. I literally scrolled up, Bears. I'm like, what the fuck? Switched over
hey, listen, that's my Commanders.
Switched over to fantasy to see, thinking DJ Moore will have my league because our points are outrageous. Thinking he's gonna have
your league is fantasy on steroids.
He's gonna have 30, 40 points. By halftime, 116. I'm like, oh, damn. Woke up the next morning. I got a 300-point lead. And it was all DJ Moore.
Yeah. You guys could not guard DJ Moore. Cole Kmet had 5 receptions for 40 yards and touchdown, and Robert Tonyan had 2 receptions. So that's all 15 catches. Only 3 people caught the ball on the Bears. 3 people caught the ball on the Bears.
Which is why when I started the show, I said the show was brought to you by the Washington Commanders.
All right, move on, assholes.
Hey. Tony gets to deal with it every week with the Giants. I'm sorry, but we have to do it with you with the Commanders, especially when
your turn, Tony. In your face.
We were so confident in the we were so confident in the Commanders at the end of the episode.
Why are we still talking about this? God damn it! God damn it!
The Jaguars, who slept over in London the entire week, beat the Bills 25-20. I don't comprehend what the fuck the Bills eat before playing the Jaguars. They cannot seem to beat the fucking Jaguars. What is with them? Are they scared of them? It looks like a completely different team every time they play the Jags. Every year, they either barely win or they lose every single time.
Okay, I needed to drink some water for this one.
Oh boy.
So,
well, I mean, they did go 2-0. They did go 2-0. That they beat the Falcons, and now they just beat the Bills. All right, Tony, you're up.
We're gonna go back to starting with this fucking idiot of a commissioner, Roger Goodell. So, this was his idea to have the Jags stay over in London instead of having, which to some point I can understand, you're saving money by not having flying back and forth. The Bills played the Miami Sunday. They probably didn't leave for England probably until Thursday, maybe Friday. So how is that going to benefit the Bills in any way? He's always talking about having an even playing field. But how is that an even playing field when you were letting one team, well, they'll bother coming home, just stay over there for the whole week? Roger Goodell, you're a fucking idiot. Plain and simple. You're a fucking idiot. Okay, rant over.
Yeah, I didn't realize how unfair that is, or I didn't even notice that. Well, I mean, I knew that the Jags were staying over. I didn't know when the Bills got there. But to get there that late, when the Jags have been there for 2 weeks, or like a week, whatever, That's just not fair, like, whatsoever. ETN, like I said earlier, he had a good game. He had 26 carries for 136 yards and 2 touchdowns. Calvin Ridley, your guy, Owen, Calvin Ridley, he had 7 receptions for 122 yards. Lawrence looked like the Trevor Lawrence that was on a bit of a run last year towards the end of the season. He went 25 to 37 for 315 yards and touchdown. Josh Allen had an all right game, and Diggs had a really good game. Diggs had 8 receptions for 121 yards and a touchdown in the loss with the Jags. Bills fall to 3-2. Jags move up to 3-2.
Now, look, we said last week that the Bills, maybe they figured it out. Maybe they're back on a roll. They looked okay against Jacksonville, but I'm still not there yet. I don't think they're back yet. I think they should have beaten Jacksonville. They put up a good fight. It wasn't enough. I get it. It was close. But the Bills should have won that game. The way the Jags been playing, the Bills should have won that game.
Well, it's hard for a team to beat a team that's been over there for basically 2 weeks. And you're getting there towards the end of the week.
Yeah, that's the bad part on the Bills. That's honestly terrible strategizing. Well, the way the Jags did it was smart.
No, it's the way the league has the training plan set. Literally, it came out that Roger Goodell was doing an experiment by leaving the Jags over there for the 2 weeks.
Yeah, so the Jags played Atlanta last Sunday. They stay over there the entire week.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
And then they play again. So, and again, it's a time difference, so it's not like the same. It's a big time difference over there.
3 hours. It's 3 hours.
And then, and I don't like to make excuses, but I think the defensive hits that they've gotten over the past few weeks with all the injuries does not help. Josh Allen looked different out there. I don't know what the fuck it was. It could be, again, them getting there like Friday night, Saturday morning, whenever they did get there. Lack of sleep. But again, it's Jags. I feel like, yeah, they won, but we know, I feel like we all know if it was on American soil, the Bills would have easily beaten the Jags.
See, I don't know, because here's the thing. We always put praise on Josh Allen and how good we think he is. He has yet to win a Super Bowl. He can't beat the Chiefs in the playoffs. He chokes in playoff games. I don't think he's honestly as we think he is. He's got the talent around him, and yet he can't do anything about it. I really honestly think until he wins a Super Bowl, he's not a superstar. That's my opinion.
That could be said about a lot of players.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. He's not the only one.
He's definitely top 5 quarterback in the league, so that, to me, makes him pretty much a superstar.
Here's the thing. He's top 5 in the league at quarterback, yes. But has he won a Super Bowl? No. Has he choked against the Chiefs twice? Yes. Has he choked in other playoff games? Yes. I don't think he's there. He's a top 5 quarterback, yeah, as far as numbers go. But as far as records and everything goes against people in the playoffs, not there.
Okay, let me ask you this. Do you consider Dan Marino an elite quarterback?
I didn't watch him play, so I can't tell you. That's way before my time. I can't tell you that. I'm being blatantly honest. I don't even know what his stats look like.
So Dan Marino is one of the best quarterbacks of all time. He's never won a Super Bowl. Winning a Super Bowl is not the easiest thing to do.
No, but it's also a different era. Dan Marino was in an era where the NFL was run heavy, and he was a quarterback. Josh Allen's in a league where the league is pass heavy, where they pass the ball a lot. It's different. It's a different era.
Yeah, but Miami didn't run the ball a lot, right? We passed the ball.
You see, again, that comes down to me not knowing. I didn't watch him play. He played in his 70s and 80s. That's way before my time. I'm watching what I'm experiencing now, and I'm not impressed with Josh Allen.
I mean, it's first assessment, yeah.
And I mean, I don't see it as choking in the playoff. I think it's just running into a more dominant team in the Chiefs. I don't know. That's
to do it more than once.
What that many times it took Peyton Manning to get past New England?
Like
he couldn't get past him for the longest.
Like you just run into a better team. You know, they have Kelsey, they have Hill, or had Kelsey, Hill, all the other weapons around them. Whereas we look at Josh Allen, he has Diggs. Yes, and he can make Gabe Davis look really good. He can make Dawson Knox look really good. But the Chiefs are obviously the more inferior team. So
Bills also had a better defense to Kansas City. Way better.
And sometimes better offense is better than better defense.
Maybe, but defense wins championships.
And their defense wasn't good enough to stop Kansas City, so I can't really say that it's all on Josh Allen, because Josh Allen can't go out there.
No, I'm not saying that either. I'm just saying, like, my opinion, Josh Allen, I don't consider it a superstar. I'm impressed. That's just my opinion. Like I said, I mean, that's it. It was my opinion.
Mm-hmm. All right, now this game, what a fucking joke this one was. Saints and Patriots. Saints get shut out. I think it's the first shutout of the season. 34-0 against the New Orleans Saints. Mac Jones. We had this discussion about Zach Wilson last week, I believe, of how bad he is. But holy shit, is Mac Jones bad? Like, extremely bad. That entire Patriots offense is bad. They have no one who can get open. The line can't block for him. And then if he does get an open pocket, he throws it to the wrong receiver. He reads the wrong route, and it's an interception. He is, by God, awful. And the defense can't stop anyone either. The Saints put up 34. That means that defense cannot stop anyone. Yes, the Saints have a good offense, but not a 34-point offense to me. That game was a joke. Bill Belichick said that he's not benching Mac Jones. He's going to start next week, even though Bailey Zappi has had to come in the past 2 games and take over in the fourth quarter for Mac Jones. I would just say bench Mac Jones, get Bailey Zappi in there, just see what he can do, because I know that the Patriots fans are so sick and tired of watching Mac Jones and just how bad he's been.
What I don't understand is, how the hell did he have such a good rookie year? Do we really want to call it beginner's luck? I can't figure it out.
It was luck. It
had to have been, because he's awful.
He went 12 for 22, 110 yards, and 2 interceptions.
Yeah.
That was awful. I think he's ranked pretty much dead last in every QB category that there is in the league. There's just nothing positive about him. And I hate to say that about someone, but there's nothing positive about his game whatsoever.
If fucking Stick Straighter could have put up better numbers than that.
Freaking Tony could have walked out there and put up better numbers than that.
Seriously, I know.
Okay. My God, just I try not to blame the quarterback completely, because they didn't build a great team around him. Juju that they brought in, it's Juju's sister. He's not going to continuously get open. Zeke Elliott, I knew wasn't going to work out. Stevenson, they've forgotten how to use. And all the Hunter Henry, he was good for like 1 week, and that was it. And then the rest of them cannot get open to save their life. And again, if they do, he throws the wrong shoulder, and then it gets intercepted or to drop. It's just a mess. It's a mess in New England. I'm surprised that they even won a game this year. To me, they should probably be 0-5. But just a horrible, horrible performance. In the past 2 games, they're 70-something 3 in the past 2 games. So, just horrible.
Next game?
No, I'm waiting for Tony. I know that he has something to say about Big Mac Jones.
There's 4 quarterbacks in this league that are horrible. Mac Jones is the worst. I feel sorry for the Patriots defense because apparently, they can't get off the field because your offense don't give you enough time to breathe. The minute you turn around, the defense is back on the field. At one point, I used to think that Justin Fields was the worst quarterback in the NFL. No.
Well, not against the Commanders, I guess he is. He's a fucking Hall of Famer. Unanimous vote, goddammit.
Oh, even when he's not playing the Commanders. Matt Jones, literally. Tim Tebow is better than Matt Jones.
Hey, no disrespect to Tim Tebow. I fucking love that guy. He wasn't very good, but he's fucking funny. I like him.
Tebow. Fuck him.
I see what you did there, Tony. I see what you did there.
What?
Tony, explain it.
So the knock on Tim Tebow was he can't throw the ball.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He could throw the ball better than Matt Jones.
The difference is there's something good about Tim Tebow, even though he wasn't good at football.
I just can't.
I like Tim Tebow. I always have.
Not that we know of. We don't have Mac Jones screaming at the fans yet, but just the offense. I'm shocked that they even mustered up 156 total yards of offense. I'm shocked.
That's terrible. That's still terrible.
Yeah, but the game looked horrible. I'm shocked that they even mustered up 156. The Saints only had 304, and they won 34-0. The Patriots only had 8 first downs the entire game. On third down, they went 1 for 14.
Wow.
Which I rest my case because you can't stay alive, so now your defense is back on the field.
Yep, on fourth down, they went 0 for 2. Total plays, the Saints ran 70. The Patriots ran 51.
Who was their highest receiver? Who was their... Yeah.
Kendrick Bourne, he had 2 receptions for 43 yards.
Oh, my God.
So 43 of the 110 yards Kendrick Bourne caught with his 2 receptions. The Patriots, I did not see this going into the season, but they are the worst team in the NFL. The absolute worst. I feel like if the Panthers played the Patriots, they could beat the Patriots 40-0 with how bad they are. It's awful. It is awful to watch. To just go to the Saints real quick. Derek Carr, again, he looked a lot better out there. Again, they could have thrown out fucking Jameis Winston the entire game, and it would not have fucking mattered. Your guy, Jameis Winston, it really would not have mattered. Derek Carr went 18 for 26, 183 yards and 2 touchdowns. Alvin Kamara, fantasy legend, back in his second week, he had 22 carries for 80 yards and a touchdown. So all fantasy owners will definitely take that. Michael Thomas, 4 receptions for 65 yards. I think Michael Thomas is back. If he stays healthy, he is definitely back. That's everyone's issue with him if he stays healthy. But now he's getting a full season. I think he's looked really good this season. I think he has. And again, if he stays healthy, him and Chris Olave, I think those two are really good as far as a wide receiver duo.
It's just unfortunate because Chris Olave's numbers might go down if Michael Thomas tends to trend in the right direction and start playing like he used to. Chris Olave's numbers will probably go down. That's the unfortunate part.
Yeah, that's it on that game. Patriots, I don't even know who they play next. They could play their bye week next.
It doesn't matter. They can play the Mid-Valley. They can play the Mid-Valley Spartans, and the Mid-Valley Spartans would win. That was a high school, Tony.
I know.
Okay, all right.
They play the Raiders next.
That's a walk in the park for the Raiders.
Should be.
Should be, you would think.
All right.
That better not be a goddamn primetime game.
Oh, no, it's not. Of course not.
Thank God.
All right, next game. Titans beat the Colts 16-20. No, Titans lose to the Colts 16-23. I am sorry. Again, Anthony Richardson left the game, I think, midway through the second with a shoulder injury. Gardner Minshew came in and he did his thing. He led the Colts for the win. Zach Moss, once again, as we were talking ahead of the podcast, 23 carries, 165 yards, and 2 touchdowns. What a game for Zach Moss. Don't take out of his hands. I don't care if Jonathan Taylor just signed that contract or not. Do not take out of his hands. Josh Downs, the rookie wide receiver, he had 6 receptions for 97 yards. And Gardner Minshew had a good game, 11 for 14 for 155 yards. Ryan Tannehill, after having a good game last game, he comes back in. All right. He has a not so good game this game, which we can all laugh at because we just find Ryan Tannehill awful. He went 20 for 34, 264 yards, and 1 interception. Derrick Henry fell back down to earth. He had 13 carries for 43 yards. And Hopkins was the only wide receiver who wanted to actually play today for the Tennessee Titans. He had 8 receptions for 140 yards. So the Titans go back to the same old Titans that we're used to, losing in a one-score game to their division rival, the Indianapolis Colts, who now move up to 3-2, and Tennessee Titans go down to 2-3. Nothing on that, Tony? Just
nope. No. The Titans are a fucking joke.
All right. My happiness for today. The Ravens lose to the Pittsburgh Steelers 10-17. What a game. What a game. If you like defense and offense, you cannot gain a yard. Because that's what that game was. It was 10-3 for a while. And we got a safety off of a block punt. And then we kicked the field goal. And then we get an interception in the end zone. We score a touchdown. It was a roller coaster of emotions of this worship. We didn't look good the entire game. I'm going to say that. We looked awful. But we somehow... Oh yeah. Sorry, I should say. The offense looked awful. The defense was amazing. That's the only reason why we won this game. I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing. That's the only reason why we won this game was the Pittsburgh Steelers defense. More specifically, T.J. Watt and Alex Highsmith. So those are the reason why we won that game. Lamar Jackson did not do great in the fourth quarter. It's because his line stopped blocking for him, and he couldn't even get the ball out of his hand. But can you pick it? What?
It also didn't hurt that the Ravens had like 6 or 7 drop passes.
Yes. The Ravens had 6 or 7 drop passes, and 2 of them should have been touchdowns. So it should have been a lot different of a game, of an outcome for the Baltimore Ravens. I fully expected to go into this game. Yes, we're going to play the Ravens hard, but we're going to lose, and I'm okay with losing. I'm fine with going down to 2-3. It's whatever. We can't win. Now we are tied for first in the AFC North at 3-2. Kenny Pickett went 18 for 32, 223 yards and a touchdown. Jaylen Warren did all right. George Pickens had a good game, 6 for 130 yards and a touchdown. Lamar, he went 22 for 38, 236 yards and 1 interception. So Lamar, again, as Owen likes to call them, the most inconsistent team in the NFL. Probably the worst was 3-1 team. Oh, and anything on the Ravens? I know that you didn't watch the game, but they lose to the Steelers 10-17.
Nothing really on them except I should have started the Steelers defense in Tony's league. I started the fucking Patriots defense.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Look, I looked at the matchups and I'm thinking, well, I don't think I'm going to start the Pittsburgh defense. Of course, they would have got me like 270 points, whatever. Fuck me, right? I mean, I got nothing to say about it. I didn't think the Ravens were going to win, but I also didn't think the Steelers defense was going to play as well as they did. I know they have a great defense, but I didn't think it was going to play that well, especially against a pretty decent offense like the Ravens. Like I said, I'm still going to stick by it. They're the most inconsistent team in the NFL.
Like I said, I mean, I was watching the game, and you guys need to fire your offensive coordinator. He needs to go.
Yeah.
I'll go up in that fucking booth where he sits and kick him out the fucking booth myself. Because watching that offense is horrible. That's why I'm so glad I have Red Zone. I don't turn on the full game. If they switch to the Steelers offense, then great, I'll watch the Steelers offense. But I will not voluntarily watch an entire Steelers game on TV. No, thank you.
I'd rather watch paint dry than that fucking offense.
It's so bad. Najee Harris, he can't get going whatsoever. Warren is, I think, taking over that number one spot in the running backfield because he can catch a lot better than Najee Harris too. So
I hate to say it, Najee Harris ain't that great. I hate to say it, but he's not that great.
I can't really blame him. It's the offense that we're running is shit.
Yeah.
It's so predictable. All the fucking defensive line does is line up when they see us in shotgun. They know that we're going to do a zone read, and they sit there and wait for us. We don't do anything special. We don't do anything exciting. It's a boring 1980s play call for some reason that we're running. And this Matt Canada, he got run out of LSU. He's going to get run out of Pittsburgh very soon. I just don't understand. He's not changing his play call week by week. We looked good against the Raiders, but I don't understand. Just do something different. We're sitting in shotgun and zone reading, and the defense knows what we're going to do, but we're not doing anything special about it.
He needs to be escorted out of Pittsburgh.
Right. But I get the loyalty that Tomlin has to him, but it's at some point you have to listen to the fans. When you're getting booed and you're only down by 7, it's bad because we're sick and tired of watching the same offense for the past 3 years do the same shit over and over and over again. Where we'll run the ball on first and second down, so then it's maybe 3rd and 7, and the Kenny Pickett has to drop back, and then he just gets blitzed because our line can't pass block to save our lives, and then he gets sacked or gets somehow a first down. It's just tough to watch, but we squeeze by with the win thanks to the defense. These next games go through.
Watch.
Yeah, I think our defense would be better off on offense than our offense is. Let's just have T.J. Watt run quarterback and just fucking have Alex Highsmith as a wide receiver or something, and just see how that works. All right, these next games, we're going to go quick. Panthers fall to 0-5 against the Detroit Lions. Jared Goff looking really, really good this season. He had 3 touchdowns, another one rushing. David Montgomery, as Owen iterated earlier, 19 carries for 109 yards and a touchdown. He looks like a completely different running back than when he was in Chicago. Jeff Jones had 4 receptions for 76 yards and touchdown. Jared Goff, once again, a great game. He only had 8 incompletions. Bryce Young had, I think, one of his best games of his rookie year. 25-41, 247 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Adam Thielen had a good game, 11 receptions for 107 yards and 1 touchdown. The Panthers lose 24-42 to the Detroit Lions, who now move to 4-1. Anything on that game, guys? Nothing? I'll just move on.
Nah. Yeah, that's it.
Texans lose to the Atlanta Falcons 19-21 on the last second field goal by Younghoe Koo. CJ Stroud, I start you in a few leagues. and you did all right. I expect a lot more from you. Yeah, you went 20 for 35, 249 yards and a touchdown. Desmond Ridder went 28 for 37, 329 yards and a touchdown. Bijan Robinson had an amazing catch in the end zone to give them the lead at one point. But the Texans fall to 2-3. The Falcons go to 3-2 on the young season.
Yeah, I picked CJ. I had CJ Stroud in a couple of leagues. He did all right for me. Nothing to complain about. He got me the win, so.
It's just like I wanted more after he did what he did to my Steelers defense.
It's funny. That's exactly why. Jeff, that's exactly why I picked him up in Will's league, just because he's been doing so good. So I picked him up. I was like, oh, well, if Joe Burrow needs to shit the bed, I got a backup that's looking to be pretty good in the future.
Like, it's the Falcons defense. But he destroys the Steelers defense. I don't know. I mean, their secondary is better than ours, so I guess it does make sense. All right, Tony, I'm sorry, but your New York Giants lose 16-31 against the Miami Dolphins. Again, no Saquon. I think you were down 3 offensive tackles today. Also, I could be wrong. I know Thomas was out again. I know that much. Daniel Jones looked abysmal today. He went 14 for 20, 119 yards total. Darren Waller finally had an all-right game, actually, at 8 receptions for 86 yards. Tua had an up-and-down game. He went 22 for 30, 308 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Just Devon Achane. What a rookie we have on our hands here. 11 carries, 151 yards, and a touchdown. Tyreek Hill, holy God, 8 receptions for 181 yards and a touchdown. En route to beating the New York Giants by 15 points. Tony?
Sorry.
You go ahead, Owen.
I got a quick question for you guys. Real quick, I asked Will the same thing. He didn't have an answer because it was so tough. Who is the better wide receiver this year right now? Tyreek Hill or Justin Jefferson?
Tyreek right now.
Tyreek right now. Yeah, Tyreek Hill.
It's pretty easy.
It is, but it was kind of tough because they're both really good and they're both having a great year.
See, the thing is, if you get a tall, big enough receiver, you could cover just Jefferson.
Yeah, Tyreek Hill's too fast. It's Tyreek's speed that wins the battle.
Yeah, he is now in the lead in the league. On his touchdown catch, he ran 22 miles an hour.
Wow, holy shit.
The top 8 in the league are all Dolphins. Either him or Achane or Mostert. That's how they
How many receiving what's his receiving yards on the year now?
The year? All right, hold on. Let me look.
He's got to be leading the league in receiving yards.
Well, yeah. He should be close to 1,000 yards almost already.
It's got to be. It's got to be close to 1,000 already. And we're only in week fucking 5.
651.
It's actually less than I thought.
Yeah.
Still, though, we're in week 5, and he's more than halfway to 1,000 already.
Yeah, because in week 1, he had 215. Week 2, he laid a dud with only 40 receiving yards. Broncos, he did good with 157. So he's been off and on. He's been good, bad, good, bad, good. So fantasy owners, be wary. He might have a bad game coming up because that's been his trend going on.
Who they playing?
I don't know yet. I don't know.
Oh.
But yeah, I'm just saying because he went 215, 40, 157, 58, and then 181 today.
I'll tell you right now who they're playing. Hold on a second. I'll tell you right now. Let's see. I have the schedule written down for the pickup next week. I'm looking for Miami. Oh, they're playing Carolina, so I don't know, though. I think he might go off again.
He should go off.
You would think.
Yeah. All right, Tony. Anything about your New York Football Giants falling to 0-5?
Yeah, my bad about that guy. They're just curious.
1-4. Should be 0-5, I know.
Yeah, should be 0-5.
All right, here we go, Tony. Go ahead. Let's sit up for a minute here. Come on, Tony. We got this. You'll get through it. I got through it. You'll get through it.
It's okay, Tony.
I mean, there's nothing really more to say. I mean, the offensive line can't do shit right. Darren Waller is turning out to be fucking useless. The receiving core.
You guys have one?
From the, during the preseason, in the offseason, it seemed like we was getting a receiving core. I mean, we signed Paris Campbell. You know, Darius Slayton looked like he was going to have a breakout year. Isaiah Hodgins had a, breakout year last season.
He's your best receiver this year. Isaiah Hodgins is probably your best receiver in right now.
We signed Jalen Hyatt, the speedster. And the problem is the offensive line can't give Daniel Jones enough time to get the ball down the field. The trade for Darren Waller, I wasn't too excited about to begin with. And there was a reason why. Because I had a feeling he wasn't going to produce like he has when he was first in the league. He's basically another walking hospital bill. It's just a matter of time before he pulls a hamstring or tweaks the knee or... I mean, I'm just waiting for it.
Now, speaking of your receivers, Waller again led the way as your tight end. Darius Slayton only had 2 receptions for 35 yards. Paris Campbell only had 2 receptions for 23 yards. Isaiah Hodgins only had 2 receptions for 19 yards. Wan'Dale Robinson had 5 receptions for 18 yards. Sterling Shepard, I didn't even know that he was still on the team. He had 1 reception for 13 yards. That's it. So, and you guys gave up another 7 sacks off of your 11 sack given up on Monday Night Football against the Seahawks. So
the offensive line is a revolving turnstile.
Mm-hmm. So, and again, Tyrod Taylor had to come in relief for Daniel Jones after leaving the game with a neck injury. So, hopefully your Giants eventually do get better, Tony.
Yeah, right. Maybe if we get an offensive line.
Hey, Steelers need one too, so we'll be fighting over offensive linemen for, I think, probably a very long time to come. All right, Bengals beat the Cardinals 34-20. Again, Bengals actually looked like a fucking football team today. They finally remembered how to play football. Cardinals fall to 1-4. Bengals go to 2-3. Joe Shiesty, 36 for 46, 317 yards and 3 touchdowns. Jamar Chase found the end zone 3 different times. He had all 3 touchdowns for the Bengals. He had 15 receptions for 990 yards and 3 touchdowns. Jamar Chase, fantasy owners, finally happy once again that he... And I guess the comment was right that he said last week, I'm open, I'm always open. So I guess Joe Burrow had enough time to throw the ball, and he was open, and he found him. Josh Dobbs, 15 for 32, 166 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Marquise Brown led the way for the receiving core for 4 receptions, 61 yards, and a touchdown. Not much to say on the game, but the Bengals finally look like a football team once again, and we'll see if that stays around or if they just got lucky because they were playing a not-so-good team this week. Anything on that game, guys? Nothing?
No. Yeah, I think we expected that in this game, I think. Bengals finally woke up, so that's good.
All right. Eagles beat the Rams 23-14. Again, Cooper Kupp did return. I didn't see his stats. I don't know how he did well or not. He had 8 receptions for 100 yards. That's the Cooper Kupp I know. A.J. Brown had 6 yards for 127 yards. Jalen Hurts rushed the ball 15 times, 72 yards and touchdown. He also threw for a touchdown, and he had an interception. Matthew Stafford, 21 for 37, 220 yards and 2 touchdowns. Puka Nacua, everyone's favorite. How did he do today? He had 7 receptions for 71 yards and touchdown. So people were wondering his volume. He only had 1 less reception than Kupp. Less yardage, but he also got in the end zone. So for fantasy owners, he got in the end zone, so that's a plus, and Cooper Kupp did not. So again, I think it's just going to be a dynamic duo at that wide receiver spot for the Los Angeles Rams, who fall to 2-3, and the Eagles remain undefeated at 5-0. All right, the Jets beat the Broncos 31-21. The Jets put up 31 points, but Zach Wilson did not throw for a fucking touchdown.
There's a shocker.
I didn't pay attention to this game because as soon as those early games ended, I turned off Red Zone and I did something else because none of those games piqued my interest. Zach Wilson, 19 for 26, 199 yards and an interception. Breece Hall is back for the Jets. 22 carries, 177 yards and a touchdown. What? Did their fucking defense score all the goddamn points?
I wouldn't be surprised.
There was a safety, 2 field goals, field goal. Yeah, return touchdown. All right, yeah. They only had that one offensive touchdown and a bunch of field goals and then the one defensive touchdown. And the Broncos, country, let's ride. 20 for 31 for Russell Wilson, 196 yards and 2 touchdowns. Jaleel McLaughlin, 9 carries, 68 yards, and Samaje Perine was their leading receiver, which is sad. He had 4 receptions for 73 yards. Not much to say in this game, but the Jets get their second win of the season, and the Denver Broncos fall down to 1-4. Last game, Chiefs-Vikings. Interesting game, fun game. Chiefs win 27-20 against the Minnesota Vikings. In Minnesota, Patrick Mahomes, 31 for 41, 281 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Isaiah Pacheco, he got in the end zone as well. Travis Kelce, he got in the end zone after coming back from the ankle injury, 10 receptions for 57 yards and a touchdown. Kirk Cousins, Tony, you said he throws for what, over how much?
If he throws for over 300, they're going to lose.
Well, he threw for 284. And he had 2 touchdowns. Jordan Addison, he had 6 receptions for 64 yards and touchdowns. So I'm guessing he was their leading receiver, which is interesting. Justin Jefferson, he had 3 receptions for 28 yards. That's it for Justin Jefferson today. Yes, the Niners and Cowboys have kicked off. Go Niners. Because we would love to see the Giants lose. The Cowboys lose. We already saw the Giants lose today to the fucking Dolphins. So that's it.
Well, that is my team with those goddamn Cowboys.
All right, so the final topic, well, not the final topic, but the next topic we have is Miami Heat Media Day.
Pretty much just one player in particular. Jimmy frickin' Butler and that hairstyle. I have no problem with it. Jimmy's my guy. My favorite on the team right next to Duncan Robinson. Duncan Robinson is my favorite just because he went to Michigan. Now he's on the Miami Heat, so it makes sense. But the hairstyle, I don't have a problem with. Yes, it does look stupid, does look funny. But he did this last year at Media Day. He went in with the long dreads or whatever he had in his head. And that's what we were talking about was his hair. And we went all the way to the finals. So I don't have a problem with it because what are we talking about right now? We're talking about his hair, not how they're going to do it during the season. I don't have a problem with it. It's funny. It's entertaining. That's just who Jimmy Butler is. That's who he's going to be, how he's always going to be. I have no problem with it.
I don't have a problem with it. Do I think it looks ridiculous? Yes. I mean, I think it looks absolutely ridiculous, and people are going to make fun of him. But like you said, you got a point. It's Jimmy Buckets being Jimmy Buckets. I mean, it's just the type of personality he has.
He doesn't care who says what about him. He doesn't care. And that's what I love about him. He just doesn't care. Go ahead, Tony. Clown him. Clown him. Do it. I've been waiting to hear it.
How your boy going to show up to a press conference looking like a reincarnated Pippin Longstockings?
He had those piercings and everything. He had the 3 in the lip and the nose and the eyebrow. He went all out. And he said that this is like his Halloween. Media Day is his Halloween.
Already a face mask on Dallas.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's get that last topic so we can get this wrapped up.
Yeah. All right. Last topic is quick. It's simple. Week 6 picks. Jeff, go ahead, take it away. I'll tell you who I picked. We'll get this over with. So we watch the Niners get their Cowboys get their ass kicked.
All right, Tony, are you going to pull up on the screen or just so I can read it up?
Yep.
All right. All right. Good, ready? All right. This easy game, Denver Broncos versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Why is this on Thursday Night Football?
Because
I think
Goodell hates us.
Chiefs.
Oh. The most inconsistent team versus the most inconsistent team also. I think the head's very inconsistent. Ravens, Titans.
Ravens. I actually got the Ravens in this one.
I'm going with the better inconsistent team.
Yeah, I'm going with the Ravens also.
Yeah.
No. The Commanders versus Falcons.
I gotta rep my team. I don't think we're gonna win, but I gotta go Commanders.
I'll go with the Commanders.
Bet. Respect.
I just think that the defense does good enough against against Ritter, and I just think that they're able to slow him down. Robinson's going to be an issue to slow down, but I think you guys can give Ritter some issues.
I gotta go with the Falcons.
All right, Vikings, Bears. I'm going with the Vikings.
Yeah.
Bears are not doing that 2 weeks in a row.
That game I got the Vikings.
This comes down to which bowl of shit smells better.
You're not wrong.
At least one freaking bullshit has a good wide receiver. All right, you went with the Vikings. Ooh, Seahawks, Bengals.
That's my bold prediction. Seattle's taking Cincinnati.
Which Bengal team is going to show up?
I got Seattle.
Yeah, it's like what? Like, are they going to carry the momentum from against the Cardinals?
I'm taking the Bengals.
Yeah, they're in Cincinnati. That's gonna
make a difference.
Yeah, they're in Cincinnati. I think that they carry that momentum. Oh, 49ers, Browns.
This is a fucking no-brainer.
49ers, come on. No brainer.
This one's another easy one. Dolphins, Panthers. Dolphins,
yep, I got Dolphins.
All right, now this one. Colts and Jags. The Colts always play the Jags very tough.
I got Jags.
But what Trevor Lawrence is going to show up against the Colts?
Exactly.
And if Anthony Richardson is going to play, that's another one of my things. Like, if he doesn't play, then I'm definitely going Jags. But wait, what am I talking about? I'm going Colts just based off of Zach Moss. I'm going Colts just Zach Moss. I think that he could just run all over the Jags even if Anthony Richardson isn't playing.
See, that's my thing is I don't know who's going to be quarterbacking.
I don't think it matters with Minshew or Anthony Richardson.
You know what? I agree with you.
Because, yes, now they have Taylor back. So, say Zach Moss has a fumble. Taylor is right there. Just, all right, I'm in now. And Minshew has shown he can throw the ball and he can run it too. So, I just don't know what for Lawrence we're going to get in that thing.
What happened?
Touchdown 49ers.
Who scored?
Brock Purdy pass. George Kittle.
Shit.
Motherfucker.
There it is, baby. Touchdown.
Yeah, how about that Cowboys defense, everyone? How about the Cowboys
Let's
defense?
go,
Cowboys
baby.
defense.
Let's go.
All right.
I need CMC to get a touchdown.
Saints, Texans.
Texans.
I'm going CJ Stroud and the Texans here. People are going with the Saints. I'm going with the Texans. I like that Texans offense.
And that defense isn't too bad either.
Yeah, it's good. I would know. The Raiders and the Patriots.
Raiders.
The 31% of people who are picking Patriots, you need to be drug tested immediately. What the fuck is wrong with you? Raiders.
That's some loyal Patriots fans.
Yeah, and it's all Patriots fans too, and they've made 5 entries so then they can all pick the Patriots. Ooh. Lions, Bucks. My guy Baker Mayfield.
Lions.
I'm sorry, but your Baker Mayfield was going to come to an end.
Yeah, I'm going Lions. Sorry, Baker. Cardinals, Rams.
Cardinals.
Did you just say Cardinals?
Yes, I did. That's my bold take on the week. I told you I got one every week.
Holy,
Well, Rams.
that is a bold take.
That's
Even
right.
Rick cut back?
Yep.
All right, this one's easy. Eagles, Jets.
Eagles.
Giants, Bills.
Sorry, Tony. Bills.
I'm going Giants. Yeah, okay.
April Fools. Not April, though.
Cowboys, Chargers. I'm going Chargers.
I got Dallas, unfortunately. They're going to lose this week. It's gonna drive them to a win next week.
Yeah, unfortunately, I got to take the...
Yeah, I got to take Dallas.
I don't.
Just for the simple fact is I don't trust the Chargers defense.
Neither do I. Their defense is terrible.
Oh, I don't either, but I just can't. I just want to see the downfall of the Cowboys.
Oh, so do I. But, I mean, I don't have faith in the Chargers defense.
All right, that is the last topic.
All right, and the point total I'm doing is 50 for that game.
I got 55.
That's going to be a high-scoring game. I'm going 70.
Damn. Imagine engine a 35 tie.
Yeah, right. And that'll do it, guys. That is who's up for the closing statements this week. Who did it last week?
I did it last week.
I'm
All
up.
right, so it's my turn. Oh no, wait, it was. Oh yeah, I'm last. It's great. Tony, Jeff, then me. Yeah, you're right.
Yep. All right. Thank you guys again for watching another week of Inside the Locker Room. Another entertaining episode. We got to talk about, the Commanders, how good they did on Thursday night. On how good the Giants did on Sunday. This afternoon.
Exactly.
And just have a good time. So anyone
We
who
expect to lose. You guys wasn't.
Tony, what's your record?
0-5? Oh, sorry, should be 0-5. Whoops.
Should be 0-5.
Exactly.
Hey, we're not dead last. I'll take it.
But thank you guys for tuning in, spending some time with us, watching, commenting, liking, subscribing, wherever you watch us, Facebook, StreamYard, YouTube, wherever you guys watch. And go Niners for Big Time Tony, O-Dog Owen. I've been Jeff. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out.